Welcome back to Fine Living Journey. Today we are going to expose the hidden tactics of jealous people and how to completely collapse their power over you. When people realize they can no longer compete with you fairly, they will inevitably attack what makes you valuable. Jealousy becomes incredibly dangerous at the exact moment your personal growth proves their excuses were completely fake. You have probably felt that sudden psychological shift already. It is that colder tone they use the minute you stop needing their absolute approval. They still manage to smile and praise you publicly, but something toxic underneath is constantly trying to shrink your presence. Here is your very first weapon against this behavior. You need to slow down completely. Say the word interesting, and never rush to soften the tension in the room. Jealous people rely heavily on your immediate politeness because that politeness perfectly masks their manipulation. Delaying your response breaks their social rhythm. That broken rhythm instantly exposes who actually needed control over the interaction. The very first tactic they use is acting strangely unimpressed by things that obviously matter to you. You share incredible news and their face drops. They will say congratulations, but the word lands like a receipt instead of a genuine celebration. True support feels incredibly warm in your chest, while jealous support feels like ice in your spine. Your progress does not inspire these people, it completely exposes them. Because they cannot compete with your discipline, they start competing emotionally and psychologically. True jealousy almost never announces itself honestly. It arrives disguised as concern or sarcasm or imitation. The more you ignore their behavior, the more creative they become. When they finally realize they cannot outwork you, they immediately reposition their strategy. They start trying to lower your confidence in areas where nobody can objectively measure the damage. That is exactly why you leave certain conversations feeling physically smaller, even when no open hostility actually occurred. Disguised jealousy is an incredibly slow poison. At work, they will repeat your idea much louder an hour later and act generous just for mentioning your name. In social groups, they will deliberately interrupt your story precisely at the moment people lean in to listen. Over text messages, they take hours to reply, but fully expect massive warmth when it is convenient for them. None of those moves look massive in isolation. Every single action feels easily deniable, but together they form a very clear pattern of absolute hidden hostility. You must completely stop explaining yourself and start naming their behavior cleanly. Try using this exact line when they attempt to minimize your next win. Tell them that matters to me. When their fake concern starts sounding like a control tactic, you look at them and state, "I did not ask for your approval." Short lines protect your peace because jealous individuals feed heavily on your emotional over-explaining. The longer you talk, the more valuable data they collect about your deepest insecurities. One bizarre thing jealous people do is suddenly position themselves as absolute experts on your specific flaws. Your true strengths just became utterly impossible to deny. So they start framing your natural confidence as deep arrogance. They frame your high standards as a massive ego. Once you become self-respecting and completely self-led insecure, people feel totally displaced. They view your new calm energy as an absolute threat, and they react by trying to label you as the problem. Another incredible move is the sudden disappearing act. The exact moment your life becomes healthier and vastly more disciplined, their vocal support goes completely dead. But if you fail or lose your confidence, they will reappear immediately. That is not genuine compassion. That is a dark appetite for a version of you they can easily manage. Your pain makes insecure people feel entirely safe. They are never supporting your healing. They are purely feeding on your severely reduced power. The wildest part of this psychological game is that deep jealousy usually hides inside the most polished support. Highly intelligent jealous people never attack you where others can see them clearly lose. They attack in ways that keep their public image entirely clean and your personal instincts deeply confused. They use subtle little jokes and fake neutrality to bait you into overreacting. They want you to explode so they can play the innocent victim. You must never give them that massive gift. You must keep your face completely neutral and your voice significantly slower than usual. A flat neutral face tells a jealous person they are getting absolutely zero emotional data for free. Pure silence does the exact same thing because it violently forces them to sit beside their own toxic energy. When someone makes a sharp little joke, you must not laugh just to protect the mood of the room. You pause. You hold direct eye contact and you command them to explain that joke. Jealous people absolutely hate being dragged out of implication and into direct, clear language. Stop completely trying to win warmth from people who are deeply threatened by your very existence. Stop freely feeding jealous people detailed access to your massive plans and private process. You must move significantly quieter and speak much cleaner. Let your massive real-world results say what deeply insecure people can absolutely never admit. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this.